Preparation for the Bronze Cup has started, and it is a massive thing. There are many who do understand the importance to Ghana rugby, the importance to Ghana as a nation. It's the first time we're ever hosting anything like that here. The amounts involved are massive, and there are people who are up and standing and assisting in that regard. And that team, I thank them. I thank them gratefully for what it is that they're doing, what they're putting together. We are looking for funds to make this thing a tremendous success for all of us. I think the benefits to Ghana rugby are immense. I mean, there are things which, once it is that it occurs, it puts us on the map in much the same way as a lot of other things we've done over the last 12 months, 18 months have done. I think that I was really happy to see that the first training session has started with the squad members. We've made it a little bit different. I am directly involved in the process. It's not something that I'm sitting back from afar and watching. I'm very concerned that our levels of fitness are up to par. I'm concerned that our skill sets are massively improved. I'm massively concerned that our levels of physicality, which frankly are not high enough at the global standard, improve massively. We've had massive improvement in the last 2-3 years in playing levels of rugby where it's not about the individual, it's not about simply trying to hurt one another, it's not about some of the things we've seen. We've seen great systems and patterns of play between players and teams. We've seen different sort of arrangements on the park. We've seen formations that lead to different levels of play. We've seen levels of physical involvement where we're looking at the front five playing like the 6, 7, 8 in terms of fitness and movement around the park. We're looking at synergies between different people. The 12, 13s, we're looking for different involvement between the 9s and the 10s. Still, there are many, many weaknesses in our game. But we have been working at it slowly over a period of time, which has taken us to where we are. We're now at a point where, yes, I want a high-pressure game. Yes, I want people leading that line in a certain way, both on offense and defense. We need greater communication between certain positions in our play, especially in the 9s, the 10s, the 15s, other than your captain and your traditional vice captain. So there are a lot of things that we are trying to do in terms of bringing people together so that we get a kind of play that is not only suitable for us, but will ensure that we get the right results at the end of the day. The character of us as players, the character of us as rugby people is far more important to us than individual skills. And therefore we've seen some great interplay and some great partnerships on the pitch, which have been a delight to watch throughout the season. And certainly, even though I wasn't there for many matches, I got videos of every single match, and it gave me opportunity to talk amongst people here and people abroad about where we're going, to have interaction with the coaches, to make sure that our thoughts were in line and could be passed back on to the Ludwigs and Stuart Ainmars in Europe as to where and what it is we're trying to do. And I think that is tremendous. We've got quite a period going ahead now, and we do have many weaknesses, and we do have some strengths. And the question is how we combine the two with the type of player that we have here in Ghana to ensure that come May we are competitive. As you know, we've gone up, we're being promoted to the Bronze Cup. The expectation among some is that we'll be demoted immediately. And we have to make sure that that is not the case, that we're massively competitive on home ground when this occurs. And therefore, part of our training and our programming in terms of building up our core, because the core of most players in Ghana is simply not strong enough. Then our skill sets, which needs to improve. Then the partnerships that we have on the pack have got to work. They've got to be interchangeable. They've got to make pattern play in a way that the different phases of play that we bring into will make cohesive sense both on the defense and on the offense. What I've told the coaches who I've been interacting with the last 2-3 years is that defense is our offense. And we've been working on that. And you've seen it with the teams that do listen to me, that our defense has been strong and our offense has been good. We need to up that massively if we're going to go into the Bronze Cup. And these are the things that the coaches plural, are working on. And the advice that we're getting from Ludwig and from Stuart all the way back here to those who really want to listen to our program, are getting involved in and also understand. So I say big up, good times, and we have a couple of months now to get it right. And a lot of that will be playing systems and patterns and seeing which combinations work between the players in different formats. We don't have long enough. So we are going to get into a situation where a lot of our preparation for May are friendlies. And no, not local friendlies. We need to play against Togo, who we have a good relationship with, Benin. We're trying to see whether we can go west and have with neighboring countries on the other side, get ourselves battle hardened and ready, and see whether we can be competitive when it really counts. And all I can say is good luck. And those people who are putting it out there and supporting the cause and understanding our program and our dream are people who, I hope that those people will appreciate what we're trying to do and it'll all come together. We do have some players coming from Europe. They're determined, proud, and want to play for Ghana, but nobody has a position. I can't today say this player is playing for Ghana. We will see out of the 40-odd players that have been called, the 5 to 10 from Europe, who makes the final 25. And then from the final 25, we will have seen over the 2 months those who've attended training, those who have the aptitude, those who are physically fit enough, those whose core have strengthened, those who work with others and are team players, those who've accepted the rugby mandate and mantle of what it is to be a rugby player, and those who want to be winners at the end of the day. So we have a long way to go of high intensity things, and nobody should think that anybody's position is guaranteed or anybody is anybody's favorite.